Hello guys, how are you doing? It's your homeboy Guy. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing fine. Myself, I'm perfectly fine. It's been a long time, no video. We didn't have a video, and there's a good reason behind that. The school year, it's about to start in the Philippines. It's usually around August, so July, early July, it's already the time that you're trying to prepare, you know, looking for a school, especially for elementary. And personally, on my case, I have two that are already in age to go to school, and I'm even gonna ask your advice here in this video. So yeah, sometime I'm giving some advice, sometime I'm also gonna get advice from people maybe having more experience than me when it's come to school and elementary here. Personally, I didn't school in the Philippines elementary, but I did college, so I have a lot of knowledge when it's come to college. But I just discovered that there is a big difference actually between the elementary and the college when it's come to school. There are some really things that are very different if you have a perception of college in the Philippines and the perception when it's come to elementary. So yeah, and it's also a video to connect again because it's been a while, and just to tell you that I'm there, the channel is still growing. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep asking questions. Even in old video that you're watching, don't hesitate to put a comment, and I'm going to always go back, watch some comment, and then if I can bring answer, I will not hesitate. And talking about the comment, there is another comment asking always. That question come a little bit too much already, but it's okay to always ask, and I'm always going to repeat myself. Somebody asking me what they should do to come to the Philippines, how much they need to prepare. This is an extremely vague question because depending of the reason of your travel or the purpose of visiting the Philippines, like any other country, the requirement will change, right, from one country to another. So I cannot just say that this is what you need to come to the Philippines. The question also of how much do I need depends also, okay? The only thing I can say is that Philippines is not so expensive as a country, but it doesn't mean that you don't need money, right? Depends of how far you can go when it's come to hustle, how comfortable you are to make some sacrifice, or you know what you cannot afford live without, right? So but I think average Filipino probably I don't know, $500 an average Filipino can already survive. You hear me, survive. It doesn't mean that you're going to live as a, you know, very rich person, but you're going to survive. But as a foreigner, of course, it's going to be a little bit different for you. So yeah, I cannot go into detail. It's a very vague question, but if you have some specificity, like what are you going to do exactly in the Philippines, where do you want to live exactly, right? Maybe which country are you coming from? From there we can see if we can answer that in more detail. At the start of the video I was saying that one of the reasons why I was not able to do a lot of, I was not able to be a little bit constant on doing videos because it's a school year in the Philippines. And the school year is about to start for people having kids in elementary school, and actually some school even started already, because I was able to enroll my 4-year-old boy to a kindergarten. And one of the surprises that I had with him is that, or that I'm still having with him, is that he has a hard time to adjust, because the preschool was different and the kindergarten was another different school. He already started going to school for like, I don't know, 1 week, a little bit more than 1 week, but still crying whenever we are dropping him in school, and seems like it's just very first time for him to go to school. Why? In his preschool, which was a different school by the way, he was very comfortable, you know, going there, excited to go every day. So I don't really know, maybe because the school is just like they say, all boys school. It's a school that is all boy, and maybe I heard somebody say that it was a traditional school. I don't really know what traditional school mean in the Philippines, if it's too rude or good, bad, if it was in the bad or good way. But anyway, even if it's a traditional school, he didn't even spend two weeks yet there, but he seems to really have a hard time to adjust to that new school. And I have a hard time to find that school because Yeah, I was saying that I was looking for a school with all amenity for my firstborn. That's what I'm looking right now. Even for the one that already started in kindergarten, the one I was saying earlier that you have a little bit hard time to adjust. I also have a hard time to find. I had a hard time to find a school for him because, you know, having boy, you want them to go to a school where, you know, there's a lot of space. You make sure that they're going to exhaust themselves there by running, playing between the class, you know. Probably there are some infrastructure for sport, basketball, football, this kind of stuff. And I really value that because I just don't want the kids to go to a school where you're gonna sit down and then after that you go home because there's no playing area in the school. And it happened that maybe it's me who didn't really search a lot, but pretty much a lot of school here in the Philippines, well, not in the Philippines because I haven't went through the whole Philippines, but in Metro Manila I find couple school, but not all of them have all these amenities that, you know, you can say that confidently that okay, when the kids reach the age where maybe you want to play football, you want to play volleyball, you want to play basketball, there's that infrastructure there. There are definitely some, but compared to college, I think college here, I'm not sure what the reason behind that, but when it's come to college, a lot of college here have a lot of infrastructure, like basketball courts. Almost every college in the Philippines will have a basketball court. Almost every college, right? And if you have a basketball court, that means automatically you can have a tennis court, you can have a volleyball court, because the same court can be, you know, just changed to something different. You can have a handball court. And that's why I was a little bit surprised, because I really had to dig, to search. And of course, you're also looking at the price, right? It's really not that there is no elementary school that can offer such things, but it's just that considering also the price, it's not that much like college. College, for a good price, you can already have a school where your kids can go study there with a good infrastructure. If you want to learn basketball, if you want to learn you know, volleyball, handball, those kind of sports, you can be confident that the school can offer these kind of things. But for elementary, it's quite tough. And right now I'm still looking for my firstborn, because I only found from the kindergarten. The firstborn was actually doing the homeschooling, which I really decided for him to stop this year. I don't want him to go there anymore, to push through with that, because by the way that homeschool, I saw the consequence of it right away. I'm not here to to say that if you're a kid in the homeschool and blah 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 stuff like that, it's not good, but I just feel like he needs to socialize himself a little bit more. He started doing homeschooling when he was during the pandemic, and we just tend to, you know, stay in the train and let him keep going even after the pandemic, even after everything went back to normal. And I hope he will not also have a hard time to adjust himself. He's not really a shy type guy or boy, but been always at home, studying from home and going to the school once a week. At a certain point, if you now have to go every day, it might be a little bit challenging. So I hope it's not going to be the case. And I actually attempt to enroll him in an all-boys school. First of all, he was not able to pass the test. I don't know, the test maybe was too hard, or I don't know the reason, but he wasn't able to pass the test. And I also thought maybe it's not a bad thing that he was not able to pass the test, because the school is all boy. And for somebody who used to study at home, not really, you know, since he started going to school, he have never been confronted to other kids that much. He's not shy, he's not afraid of kids and stuff like that, but he was not just used to that environment where there's a lot of kids, you know, the school environment, classic school environment. And to have to start it directly with a lot of boy, a lot of testosterone, yeah, they are still little boy, but yeah, a lot of kids that are, you know, very excited, you know, running all over. I think it's maybe better if you really find a school with a girl, right? A school that are mixed and not traditional school, you know. I'm not going to give the name of any school here because I don't want to do a negative advertisement of any school. But yeah, that's what I just find out when I start looking at school for my boys, because all my kids are boys, so I really start looking elementary school for them, which I didn't have to do since I have arrived in the Philippines a couple years ago, because I never have to do elementary here. I never had kids here in the Philippines until recently, that they are now in the age to go to school. So yeah, so yeah, this video is also now to tell you. So I'm also taking this opportunity to ask you guys, if you guys have any recommendation, right? If you have any foreigner here living in the Philippines, studying in the Philippines, having kids studying in the Philippines, you have any recommendation, it's your time to help me. I'm listening at your advice, where your kids are studying, which school, maybe the name, where is it located. I'm looking something in Metro Manila. I already have some idea, but it's always good to hear from, you know, other parents, other people sharing the experience. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave you here. I just wanted to connect with you guys and say, hey, I'm still there. You're still gonna have some video. You're still gonna talk about everything about the world, about the Philippines, about everything that's interesting and that you can learn from. While waiting, keep liking, keep sharing, more importantly, keep subscribing. Be bala.